Hello my friends, my name is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to a Q&A video on the channel. Now, you guys have been sending me some questions on Twitter, Discord, YouTube comments, etc. And I've compiled them, I've put them into a folder. I got 13 of them all together, and because it's been a long time since I last did a Q&A, I thought it'd be a good time to do one. Now, we're recently into 2018, it's currently February, so it'll be a good time to get some out the way. So let's crack on with it, guys. First question is from Anouar Hellishgrave. And he asks me, if you had a gay son, would you like him to be a top or a bottom? Why? What a question to start off with, guys. This just shows you the content of my channel right now, that this is the first question. So, how to answer that? If I had a gay son, I would like him to be a top. Don't ask me why, I haven't got a clue. I'm just going to go with the top, okay? Next question is from Kahuli. He's given me like 4 questions in one tweet by here. So number 1 is best meme of 2017. I can't think of any memes from last year. You're probably going to shout in the comment sections at me right now for memes, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I may have to come back to you on that. I've always liked it's a trap and stuff like that. I know there's a couple of Star Wars memes, wasn't there, at the end of last year, with the new movie Last Jedi. So maybe something like that. But I can't think of any off the top of my head. Number 2, why am I so bloody great? I don't know, Kahuli. You tell me. Number 3 is Kofefe. That's a quote, isn't it, from Donald Trump? Didn't he tweet that in by mistake last year? So that might be what that is. And number 4 was favorite game of 2017. The only decent question you've given me there, Kahuli. Favorite game of 2017. Probably. Oh, it's a bit of a cop out, but I'm gonna go with PUBG. I'm gonna go PlayerUnknown's Battleground. I bought it in December, right at the end when I had some Christmas money. I bought it right at the end, so that's why I'm saying it's a cop out, because I only played it for like a couple of days in 2017. I've mainly played it in 2018, but I really enjoy it. I'm playing it all the time. I love it. It's a good game. So that's the questions from Kahuli. Next up, we have a question from TJDwarf. Do you think you'll ever get Rainbow Six Siege? I probably will, but it'll be when I got a bit more money. I'm at a stage in my life now, which you'll probably get into later in this video when I talk about other things and other questions I have. But I can't just buy games all the time. Rainbow Six Siege is a game which does look really good. I know you recommend it because you mentioned it to me before, and it is something I probably will get. But I'll probably pick it up for cheap in a sale when I do eventually get it. Next question we have is from Owen A. Harris Gaming. If Cardiff got back to the Prem, what player would you like to see Cardiff sign and get rid of? If Cardiff City do get back to the Premier League, it's totally fantasy based, by the way, but I would probably say Aaron Ramsey. He's been great for Arsenal over the last few years. He's won them the FA Cup on a couple of occasions for some of his goals. He's been fantastic for Wales. He was one of the players of the tournament in Euro 2016. I feel like the last few years he's really excelled. And with Ramsey being, he's a Bedwas boy. He's from the Caerphilly area. He started his career at Cardiff, but of course he only had the one season. Then Arsenal snapped him up, and in that one season, he was part of the FA Cup team that got to the FA Cup final in 2008. So it'd be nice for him to come back. But I say fantasy based. You're not going to trade Arsenal for Cardiff in a few years' time when he's perhaps over the hill a bit. Maybe he's like 31, 32. You might consider it, but right now, I can't see it happening. But he's somebody I'd love to see back in a Cardiff shirt. And as far as players to get rid of, I would say probably Joe Bennett, the left back. I don't really rate him as a left back. I feel like in the division there are a lot better fullbacks in the Championship, and that's probably Cardiff's weakest area in their team. So that's who I'd get rid of if they do get to the Premier League. Right, next question is from Shine Evil. Will you suck a dick for bagel? No. Simple as no. Next. Next question is from Craig Hadley. Where did your fondness for vests / muscle shirts come from? So, Craig is a Football Manager fan, and he's probably watched quite a few of my Football Manager videos with Merthyr Town and with Barry Town and a few of the other stuff I've done with Football Manager. And I think in pretty much every video I recorded of FM 2018, I had the sort of tank tops, the muscle shirts that he's said in his tweet. That's because it gets really warm in my bedroom. You'll very rarely see me wear like a hoodie or a jacket in this room because it gets so warm. But like I got a t-shirt on right now. But I wear them just to sort of it's easier to record and stay cool. So that's why I wear them, basically. They are nice, they're really comfy for when you're gaming for long periods of time. So that's why I wear them. Next question is from Barak Michael Shmuel, and he says, so what is your future plans for your life, gaming, etc.? Oh boy. So, plans for my future life. We'll start off with that part of the question first. So, as probably some of you know, in case you didn't know, Panda Princess, who's quite prominent on my channel, she's my fiance. We've been together for a long time. It's actually 9 years this September. We are engaged, so long term will be to actually get married, and obviously have a family at some stage as well. Short term plans, and this is high on the agenda right now, is actually get our own place, our own house, because we're both currently living at home, and it's a bit awkward, you know. Having your own space is much easier, and like if I could get a nice house with internet for a start, decent internet, then I could stream like quite often. um, but yeah, that's like the plans right now. I think both of us are in a phase in our life where we've both got jobs, but we're both thinking to ourselves, we need more money. Really, we're looking at other stuff, other opportunities, perhaps. So we're sort of in limbo at the moment, but certainly getting our own house is high on the agenda. Because once you get the house, you can start thinking about the next thing then, which will be the sort of the wedding side of things and having children and that sort of thing. So that's sort of where we both are right now. As far as the gaming part of that question goes, I touched upon it then with the internet. As you all are aware, because I talk about it all the bloody time, I have terrible internet speeds, so I'm pretty much focusing on video game content, just video content, primarily. I did do a stream the other day and it didn't really go to plan. I kept getting internet drops. I was doing Fallout 4. It ended up being a 10-minute stream. The orange light kept flashing on my BT hub, and then it just refreshed, and like OBS would like have like 4,000 drop frames, then it just reset to 0, and then it dropped again, and it was annoying. So when I get my own place, I'm hoping I can stream. I'll probably stream more often than make videos, because making videos is like double the time. You'll sit down when you're free, you'll record for 20 minutes, we'll say half hour. You're then gonna take that into your video editing software, touch it up, edit, render it, etc. Wait for that to be done, then upload it, and that's where it takes a lot of time. Most of my videos that I upload now, I upload a few days prior when I'm in work. Come in work 9 till 5. We'll get home at like sort of 5:30, 5:45 sort of time. So I just use the time that I'm in work to upload videos. Basically, could take so long. Like a standard 20-minute Total War video can take 3 to 4 hours for me to upload, and that's a 1080p, not even full 1080p. So that's where I stand with sort of the gaming side of things. Because I work full-time job, I'll come home, I just don't feel like doing stuff half the time. You know, I might be tired, I might have had a headache, I might have had a bit of a shit day in work, I might have plans with Panda. So I haven't got the joy, the luxury that I perhaps would have had a few years ago, where I just come home and just play Total War Arena for 5 hours straight until like 3 o'clock in the morning with people, or that sort of thing. I have to moderate things a lot more now. So most of the time that I play games, I'm also recording at the same time. Very rarely now do I get to play games for my own personal enjoyment, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, obviously I enjoy the games I record. I wouldn't play them otherwise. It's the same with the Tomb Kings series that I'm doing currently. I'm only getting like 8 or 9 views per video on those, but I don't care. I enjoy the game. I'm enjoying the DLC, and I'm playing it for myself. I'm just recording as I go along and uploading them. So that's kind of where I sit with the gaming at the moment. So that's like my sort of future plans currently. If you want me to, touch upon any more of what I just said, or you've got any more questions to ask me, then just drop another comment in the comment section and I'll get back to you straight away. Moving on to the next question. It's from, I hope I pronounced this right, by the way. Is it Mate Lanchitz? You've asked me, have I heard about the Hearts of Iron 4 game and can I play it? I have heard about it. I've heard about many of Paradox games out there. I'm currently trying to learn how to play Crusader Kings 2. Once I've mastered that, maybe I'll move on to Hearts of Iron 4. Although Victoria, Hearts of Iron 4, they all look really, my head's just sort of spinning. Crusader Kings 2 I already own, so I'll play that and probably do something on that first before I move on to anything like Hearts of Iron 4. So yeah, that's where I stand with that game. Next question is from Mortar YouTube. I've had this question in past Q&As as well. Why did I start YouTube? So I'm not going to go into the long version of this because we'll be here all day, but the short version of it is I'm a big Total War fan, as you can probably tell from the channel. Been playing Total War since the early days of Rome Total War Medieval 2, so back in the early 2000s. I used to also watch Time Commanders as well, which also got me into Total War. And when I was in university, I watched a lot of YouTubers play Total War, like Lionheart, for example. And I just enjoyed it. Just watching people play these games was great. And I thought, oh, I'd love to do that one day and just make some videos playing Total War, recording it, sharing it with people and having some comments and building up like a, little bit of a network community side of things. So while I was at university, I decided to create my own channel. I discussed it with my friend. He didn't bother creating one. I did. Now, Lionheart was a Total War YouTuber that I watched back then. And Lionheart is kind of like an English king. That's why you associate. And then Braveheart is why you associate with the Scottish film. The film of Scottish independence. William Wallace and fighting against England and all of that. Bannockburn and all that crap. So I thought Dragonheart would be a cool name for me because it ties into the same sort of theme, but it's very much a Welsh sort of thing because dragons are the national symbol of Wales. They're on the flag. So that's why I came up with the name Dragonheart. The name initially used to be Dragonheart 1791. 17 is my favourite number. 91 is the year I was born. And then a few years later, when Google and YouTube sort of merged into one, and you could rename your channel to anything you wanted, I called it Dragonheart the Prince of Wales because I didn't really want the numbers on the name, so I took away that. And the Prince of Wales because, again, it went more down that sort of Total War theme sort of thing. But as kind of like, it's almost like an on-screen personality on YouTube, so the Prince kind of became its own sort of thing. It was Prince Dragonheart or Dragonheart the Prince of Wales. So that's sort of how the channel started. As to why I did it, it's a hobby. It's something I enjoy doing. Something which, over the past near 5 years now, on occasion it's lifted my spirits. It's cheered me up. It's made me sort of build up a network of online friends which I didn't have before. Very rarely did I play games with people online or share things online with people. I've always been a lot more reserved and a lot more private, so to speak. So it was a great way for me to creatively express myself, and that's pretty much always been the same. A lot of people start YouTube channels now for basically the wrong kind of reasons. People do it now because they want to get fame, get money quickly. And yeah, it's true, I've made a little bit of money through YouTube, but it's not much. I can't live off it. I'm not going to jack my job in now and go, right, I'm doing YouTube full time, because I just can't. I've been very fortunate to have a very, even though it's a very small fan base, a very loyal fan base, with certain individuals, many of whom have actually commented some questions in this video right now. And many of them are in my description as patrons and YouTube gaming sponsors. So a big pat on the back to all of them that have been supporting me through this YouTube journey. But some people do go into YouTube for those reasons. I don't. Anything that I do make, it goes back into the channel in the form of giveaways. I did a Warhammer 2 giveaway. I did a giveaway on Warhammer 1. As a matter of fact, I'm going to actually go through my Steam library right now and tell you what games I gave away. So if you just give me a moment, I'll make a quick edit. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my Steam gift history right here since I started my channel. So I gifted Caesar in Gaul on the 17th of December to TSK. I gifted The Wolf Among Us to Lord Rexasaur on the 10th of December 2014. Callum Games, I gifted Telltale's Game of Thrones on the 15th of December 2014. Total War Attila, I gifted to somebody whose name has been changed to Pornhub.com something. I have to go on that Steam account after and find out who that belongs to. But I've gifted them Total War Attila when I did the giveaway for that. I have gifted Reign of Kings to Anna Garcia, Lord Rexasaur, Jethco. I had a multi-pack for that game. I gifted Savage Lands to Welsh Gaming, to Chiba, and to Anna Garcia. Again, I had a pack of them. And I also gifted Wolf Among Us to Jethco. I gifted Far Cry 4 to Jackasaurus. I gifted Rome Total War Collection to Panda Princess. That's because she didn't have a Steam account thing sorted out, so I gifted it to her. I gifted Layers of Fear to Jackasaurus. That was February 2016. I gifted Total War Warhammer to Donny. That was a giveaway that I did back then. I gifted Watch Dogs 2 to Roshu Gaming. That was November 2016. I gifted Warhammer Realm of the Wood Elves DLC to TJDwarf. That was December 2016. TJDwarf, I also gifted Depth to him and also to Jackasaurus. Again, that was December 2016. I gifted Prototype 2 to Jackasaurus in April 2017. And finally, I gifted Total War Warhammer 2 to The Last Rebel Gaming. That was September 2017. So throughout my time on YouTube, I've always tried to put the money that I make back into the channel. Many of those people have been or were patrons or sponsors, and I always try to give back to them that support me the most, and that's kind of my philosophy with my channel. So that's basically where that goes as well. Okay, so moving on to the next question. This is from Coke Bottle. Have you played the Dark Souls series? If not, will you be playing the remastered release in April, I think? I'm just going to cut you off right there. I've never played Dark Souls, believe it or not. I've never played the Dark Souls games. I've watched some streamers play it, and one I'd recommend is my good friend Jackasaurus. I know he's played quite a few of the Dark Souls games. He's probably played them all, to be fair. I've never actually played them, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask. Never ever played them. I won't be buying it. I won't be buying the remastered one unless someone gives it to me, but I doubt, they're not my type of games, to be honest with you, Dark Souls. Same with Bloodborne, they all fall into that kind of, category. Maybe one day I'll get it in a sale or something, but I've never played it. Moving on to the next question. Now, these questions are all from Panda Princess. She's asked me bloody loads. So, first up, has your sexual position changed since the last Q&A? Nope, it's still doggy style. Can I have the One Ring? Of course you can. Are you going to buy the Total War games released this year? So the Total War games that are going to be released this year are Three Kingdoms and Thrones of Britannia. So I will be getting both of them. How much you love me? An awful lot. Can we have a puppy? No, because we have a cat. If you could sleep with any YouTuber, who would you sleep with and why? YouTubers, so female YouTubers, there's Marcia, who's with PewDiePie. There's Jenna Marbles. There's oh god, what's the Melanie Mack? There's I'm gonna go with Zoella. She's kind of cute. We're gonna go with her, and she's British, so we'll keep it British. If you could sleep with any streamer, who would you sleep with and why? I'm gonna go with Jackasaurus because if I don't, he'd probably kill me. If we're gonna take it relatively seriously and go with female streamers and stuff, who's out there as female streamers? We've got I can't even think. Green-Eyed Monster, Snap Click Cat, Lizard Face Games, Sophie Brecker. Fuck it, we'll go with all of them. Those four, we'll go with them. They're the four I can think of off the top of my head. We'll have a harem going, a fan club. Who is your favourite member of the Brethren Court? I'm going to go with Panda because she's wrote this question and she's in the Brethren Court. What's the most obscure thing about me? So the most obscure thing about Panda is probably her fact that she's a qualified, classically trained violinist. Probably not a lot of people know about that. So I'm going to go with that. What's the most obscure thing about me? I'm going to go with the fact that I play bowls. I actually played bowls for Wales in 2008 at under 16 level, and even though I don't play it quite as often or as competitively as I did back back then, I still play it every summer for my local team. I really enjoy it, and it's quite obscure when you consider that I'm 26 years of age. I play a sport which demographic is probably from people who are like 60 plus in age, but an awful lot of people that are my age, younger people do play it. It's just not sort of promoted as much, but it's a good sport and I enjoy it. Jack or Kahuli, I'm going to combine the two and go Jack Kahuli, or I'll go with Cack. Wolf or cat, I'm going to go with a cat simply because I own one. Genie or Godlin, I'm going with Godlin. What shall we name our son? That's for me and you to know and for everybody else to find out. Procrastination or simple laziness? We're going to go with procrastination because it sounds much better. walk 1,000 miles for the one you love, or put your head in a beehive. I'm gonna put my head in a beehive because you haven't specified how long I have to put my head in a beehive, so I can stick it in and stick it out. Even put the tip in. To sheath or not to sheath? Not to sheath. That is the question. Can we go to New Zealand? Yes, of course. I wouldn't mind going to Italy as well, if you don't mind. Would you rather speak German or French? I'd rather speak French. I actually did French for GCSE, but I was terrible at it. Cricket or rounders? Rex or Stistra? Well, I've known Rex a bit longer. I've met Rex on 3 separate occasions in Cardiff now. But purely for the fact that I've met Rex, I'm going to go with Stistra. What's the most annoying thing that you do? Probably I moan quite a lot. I do moan an awful lot, especially about things such as the internet or people that piss me off or that sort of thing. So I vent. I'm one of these venting kind of people, so we'll go with that. What pisses you off the most? Probably stress. Getting stressed out pisses me off. I find that when I'm stressed, it's like I said earlier, I come home from work, I don't feel like doing things sometimes because I'm so angst and stressed out. And then we've got some more questions here. James Carmichael, he has asked me, have I been watching the Six Nations? I have indeed. Apart from Wales, who do you want to win? I'm going to go with one of the other Celtic nations, so either Ireland or Scotland. But wouldn't it be amazing if Italy won the Six Nations? That'd be a turn up for the books. Stick a couple of quid on a bet. Italy win the Six Nations. You'd have a few grand in your pocket, nice. But yeah, one of the Celtic nations for that question. Are you going to stream any more Mass Effect? So this ties into my internet thing that I've touched upon. It depends if I can get things running again smoothly. I had some issues with it dropping the other day. If I can get it to work relatively well on a 480p stream, then I'll go back to 480p streams and I'll probably increase the streaming a bit more. At the moment, this year really, 2018, I've only done like 2 streams, but I've had some issues with frame drops and stuff. But if I can get my own place at some point this year and it's got decent enough internet, I'll stream a lot more because I'd rather stream games than record. As much as I like recording videos, it's like I mentioned earlier, a hell of a lot of work goes into it. And it's almost double or treble the amount of time it takes just to sit down, hit the stream button, and just stream for 2 hours. I could just get on with it for 2 hours, hit the end stream button, and I'm just like, that was the lovely stream. I interact with some cool people there. I got to play the next level of blah 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 blah. I'll do it again in a couple of days, and it's just nice and easy. So if I can sort the internet out again, then yeah. As far as Mass Effect goes, I don't actually own the 3rd game. I need to buy it. Again, it's the same as the other games I've mentioned in this video. It depends on sales and stuff, really. We are saving for a house at the moment, so money's a bit tight. So, yeah, it is something I will do. Just don't know when. And how has your 2018 gone with me and Panda so far? It's been okay. I mean, we're only a month or so into it. It's only February now at the time of me recording this. Not a lot's happened. We've just been getting on with work and stuff. It's been okay. It's been stressful. Like, it was the other day, just to give you a little insight into our kind of world. We were looking at houses, and quite often when we look at houses, Panda will find one and I'm not too keen on it, or I'll find one and Panda's not too keen on it. I think it was last Thursday we come across a house online and we both said, this looks really good. This looks really good. A little bit expensive, but give it a few months, we could probably afford it, and going through it and everything was great. Literally a day later we looked at it and the damn thing had been sold. Like, so frustration. I can't speak. Frustrating. There we go. It was frustrating, but yeah, that's kind of what you want. Like, Panda's plodding on with work at the moment. I'm plodding on with work at the moment. Neither of us are satisfied as such with our jobs. We're both, like I said, we probably look for other stuff eventually, but at the moment it pays bills and we are able to save a little bit each month, so that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. But we just get stressed out, but we just try to be there for each other and carry on, basically. So yeah, that's that. And then we've got one question remaining. The final questions from Callum Littlemore, who is a awesome patron of the channel and sponsor. Why have you become such a selfie whore on Instagram? Okay, so how do I answer this question? I'm not a whore as such. I'm not like people that try to build up. How can I put it? I'm not like these people that try to build up internet fame through selfies. You know, these models that do it, like they pull the funny faces and stuff. I'm not like that. I am self-aware, only because I've been told by multiple people, including Mr. Flopples, who mentioned on Twitter just before I recorded this, and by Panda on many occasions, that I am quite photogenic. So I guess I do take some photos of myself to try and build my confidence up, because we're all no matter how confident you are as a person, we all have these layers, and we all have these, we're like a shell, and quite often we live in this world which is such a shit stain, and somebody can say something to you in work one day, or something can happen in your day-to-day life which will make you not feel confident and will make you feel down, and you'll find that you're walking through the streets with your head down, or something like that. And when I'm trying to sort of feel confident, I'll sometimes take a photo of myself, a selfie, on my Instagram, which I've noticed has become quite a trend now. It's even got a name. It's called the lunchtime selfie. But that's more to do with my way of building up sort of confidence for myself, and than anything else really. It's me sort of like, you know what, I feel good today. Let's take a photo, and if people like it or comment and stuff, I can have a bit of banter with them, and it's nice just to sort of feel appreciated in yourself, I guess. I hope that answers your question. That's sort of where I go with this, sort of where I feel. Like I'm quite it's a difficult one to answer really, because I used to have really bad confidence issues when I was younger. I was very shy when I was in school, and it's only through my sort of teens where I started to break out of my shell a bit more and become a lot more confident, a bit more outgoing with myself. I'm not perfect, nobody is, but that's kind of where I come from with the whole selfie thing on Instagram. The selfie whore. My name is Dragonheart, the Prince of Selfie Whores, and welcome to my channel. Maybe it'll work. Maybe one day I'll rename it. I'll have a second channel just for Instagram selfies. Maybe we'll do that. Anyway, I think this is going to be a wrap by here, guys. I've gone through all the questions that I've had. I want to thank every single one of you that has sent in a question. I really appreciate it, guys. I do enjoy talking about things like this, just kicking it back for 20 minutes or so, recording and just seeing where things go. And it's been good. It's a nice discussion. If you've got any more questions, then drop them below. I'll get back to you in the comment section. Maybe in a few months' time, maybe in the summer, we'll do another one, if you guys want me to do another one. And let me know if you like these type of videos, discussion videos, because I quite like doing them. So yeah, let me know. I'll do more. Anyway, guys, I've been Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.